now, what you've all been waiting for. The most epic, superbulous, fantabulous holiday special that you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, Christmas is over. It's after Christmas now.
Why didn't you edit these sooner? I can't even believe it. Now I can't say holiday special.
Well, we still have New Year's.
Whatever.
Hi, and welcome. I'm Jack.
And I'm Sassy Jax.
We're going to walk you through a group of greeting cards I created. First, I took out some pre-scored red, emerald green, and white paper. I also took out my Fisker's bone folder and folded up some emerald colored sheets to create my card base. Once they were folded, I pulled out some decorative paper that I had in my craft stash. I also pulled out my Mini Birds Crazy and Things stamps and matching dies, and I arranged them on my Mini Misty. I pulled out some Momenta archival ink so that I was able to use the stamped items with my alcohol markers. Unfortunately, the footage that shows me coloring these with my alcohol markers was lost.
Like in a void, far, far away into space.
So I'm unable to show you how I colored these. I did create multiple panels of stampings just to make sure that I had enough to make multiple cards. Some of these stamps you will not see in this video. However, I have listed some of those videos above in the upper right hand corner for you to view if you would like.
But don't leave this video. We want you to continue watching and then rewatch this video to go and hit these other videos.
Once the stamping and coloring was completed, I took out a small rectangular die and decided to place them strategically around the decorative paper so that each paper showed a different holiday greeting. Then I took out a pad of 6x6 Christmas decorative paper that I had in my stash to use as my background behind the open window frame. This is the Paper Studio Very Merry Christmas paper. I just freehand cut some of the strips of paper to make sure that they were larger than the die cut opening. I didn't really like the white die cut area around the feet of the bird, so I took out my stamp and attached it to my acrylic stamping block, and you'll see later on how I stamped that up.
Birds are a group of endothermic vertebrates characterized by feathers, toothless, beaked jaws, the laying of hard-shelled eggs, a high metabolic rate, a four-chambered heart, and a strong yet lightweight skeleton.
I placed the decorative paper behind the window, and then I used some foam tape to raise the top decorative panel away from the card base. This will allow a little bit of dimension on the card so that the bird has its own little cubby.
Aw, a cubby! That sounds cute.
So I end up cutting off the feet of the die cut birds.
But don't worry, we're gonna add them back.
Then I ink up the lower half of the bird's stamp and I place that into the window where the bird is going to be. Now I have a place where the bird will fit into the window.
A bluebird can spot caterpillars and insects in tall grass at the remarkable distance of over 50 yards.
And now I take my die cut colored stamping and I glue that up with some Malt Matte Medium Gel in a precision tip applicator bottle and make sure that it's got plenty of glue behind it, and then I place that exactly where the stamping of the legs are. And you can see I think that this looks much better than just using the die cut with the legs. I had some Christmas bow stickers and I wasn't sure how I wanted to use them, but I thought they looked really cute around the birds. So I decided to put a bow on it, and now the bird has a bow.
It's like a Christmas package that can fly and attack your face. Remember that movie where all the birds come and attack people? I think it's called The Birds!
And then I take out some Nouveau crystal drops in the opaque white and I put some dashes around the outside of the opening. And you know what? I just can't stand how this looks. It's awful. So you'll see I decide to take a damp baby wipe or paper towel and I just take all of that off. I mean, there's just so much already going on the panel that there's no need for that. So I take out my glossy accents and I fill in the eyeballs, and I also use the glossy accents on the buckle of the bow sticker. Once the first card is completed, I now know more so how to move forward with the rest of the pieces, and they go rather quickly after that. And I continue the steps on the 3 following cards after that.
Are birds even Christmassy? when are the 12 days of Christmas? Because I think the holiday season is right now. Are the 12 days of Christmas before Christmas, or are they the 12 days of Christmas after Christmas? Technically, the 12 days of Christmas, in fact, are the days from December 25th, celebrated as the birth of Jesus Christ, to the Epiphany, celebrated on January 6th, as the day when the manifestation of Christ's glory was realized. Some exchange gifts on each of the 12 days instead of on only Christmas Day.
So how many birds are there in the 12 days of Christmas?
She gets 1 partridge in a pear tree on each of the 12 days. 1 times 12 is 12. She gets 2 turtle doves on the last 11 days. 2 times 11 is 22. She gets 3 French hens on the last 10 days. That's 3 times 10, that's 30. She gets 4 calling birds on the last 9 days. 4 times 9 is 36. 6 geese a laying on the last 7 days, which is 6 times 7 is 42. She gets 7 swans a swimming on the last 6 days, which 7 times 6 is 42. Then she gets no more birds after that.
That's a heck of a lot of birds.
There's all kinds of birds in the 12 days of Christmas. So it's a partridge in a pear tree. Then she gets 2 turtle doves. Then she gets 3 French hens. And there's 4 calling birds. And there's 6 geese a laying. And there's 7 swans a swimming. With the drummers drumming, the pipers piping, the lords of leaping, the ladies dancing, the maids a milking, the golden rings and crap. So technically, this chick, whoever she is, she gets like 364 gifts, which is like how many days there are in a year. Well, almost. I mean, or is it 365? Leap year, right?
I have no idea. I had a really good time making these birds. I think they're really cute. I think they're really fun. I love the decorative paper that I chose, and it really makes every single card that I created in this series very unique. I hope you had a good time watching these DIY cards. If you want to see more things like this or other things that I create, consider subscribing, because I'd love to have you as a viewer. Until next time, love your guts. Bye!
Yeah, the birds just poop everywhere. They're worse than cats. Well, I don't even know if cats are bad because I'm allergic to cats, but birds are super bad just because they poop everywhere and they don't even care. Like, they don't even have the common decency to say, hey, I have to go to the restroom so that I don't poop on your head. Even like dogs and cats and stuff kind of poop off in a corner and stuff. They don't even poop in their own home. I mean, that's just disgusting. I mean, do birds poop in their nest?
Oh, for God's sakes.